You don't remember embarrassing moments because they were important. You remember them because your brain quietly tagged them as dangerous. That awkward thing you said still echoes louder than it should. The moment everyone looked at you somehow never fully faded, and the mistake you wish you could rewind keeps replaying itself. Years can pass, yet the memory still feels strangely fresh. Out of nowhere, your brain presses replay like it happened yesterday. Your shoulders tense before you even realize what you remembered. Your stomach drops as your body reacts automatically. All of this for something that is no longer happening. So you start wondering why your brain refuses to release it. Why such a small moment can follow you for years. Here is what most people never realize about these memories. Your brain is not trying to embarrass you on purpose. Your brain is trying to protect you from future social pain. Because to your nervous system, embarrassment signals possible rejection. And for the human brain, belonging has always meant survival. Thousands of years ago, being excluded could literally mean danger. So your brain built a rule it still follows today. Never forget the moments that might get you excluded again. Not to punish you, but to prepare you. That is why your brain doesn't quietly archive embarrassing memories. It highlights them so you won't repeat the same social risk. Almost like a warning whispering, be careful next time. But here is the truly strange part most people miss. Your brain doesn't care that the moment is long over. It only cares about improving its prediction of the future. If it studies the past, it believes it can keep you safe. And once you understand this, the memory stops feeling random. Because what feels like overthinking is actually protective wiring. That embarrassing moment happened, your brain treated it like a threat. Not a physical threat, but a social one. And your brain does not take social threats lightly. Deep inside your brain, a small alarm system called the amygdala activates instantly. It does not ask if the moment was logical. It only asks one question: could this affect belonging? If the answer is even slightly yes, your brain switches into memory lock mode. Another part of your brain, the hippocampus, begins recording details carefully. The tone of the room, the faces around you, the exact words you said. Emotion is then attached to the memory like bright ink. And emotional memories last longer than neutral ones. Embarrassment is especially powerful because it combines multiple signals: surprise, self-awareness, fear of judgment, loss of control. That combination tells your brain this moment matters. Your brain would rather overstore a social mistake than risk repeating it. From a survival perspective, that makes sense. Early humans depended on group acceptance to survive harsh environments. If you were rejected by your tribe, you faced danger alone. So your brain evolved to remember anything that might threaten status or connection. That is why embarrassing memories feel sticky. They are not stored casually. They are stored as lessons, and your brain believes replaying them increases your future safety. But here is something even stranger. Every time you replay the memory, you strengthen it. Neural pathways grow stronger with repetition. Like walking the same path through grass over and over again, the more you revisit it, the clearer it becomes. Which means the memory isn't just strong because of the event. It is strong because your brain keeps rehearsing it. And all of this happens because your brain prefers prevention over comfort. It would rather make you cringe now than risk social rejection later. Here is the part that makes this even stranger. Your brain does not replay embarrassing memories because they are big. It replays them because they feel unfinished. The human brain hates unresolved social tension. If a moment ends without clear reassurance, your brain keeps the file open. It keeps asking silent questions long after the event is over. Did they think I was stupid? Did I lower my status? Did that change how they see me? Most embarrassing moments never get a clean emotional ending. No one comes up to you later and says everything is fine. So your brain keeps refreshing the memory like an open tab. Not dramatically, just subtly, waiting for closure that never arrives. There is also something called the spotlight effect. This is your brain's tendency to overestimate how much others notice you. In reality, most people forget your awkward moment quickly. They are too busy worrying about their own. But your brain assumes attention was stronger than it actually was. Because overestimating social risk feels safer than underestimating it, your brain would rather assume people noticed than risk missing a social threat. So it stores the moment as significant, even when it was minor, even when no one else remembers it. And each time you replay it with self-criticism, you unknowingly reinforce the importance of the event. Your brain interprets your reaction as proof that it still matters, which keeps the loop alive. But here is the key shift most people never make. The goal is not to erase the memory. The goal is to update the conclusion, because your brain is not replaying the moment for entertainment. It is replaying it for safety, and safety can be recalibrated. Here is the shift that changes everything. Your brain does not need the memory erased. It needs proof that the danger has passed. When an embarrassing moment resurfaces, your nervous system briefly reacts as if it is happening again, but you can interrupt that reaction. Instead of cringing or pushing it away, pause for a second and stay with it calmly. Then ask yourself one simple question. What actually happened after that moment? Did your relationships collapse? Did people distance themselves permanently? Did your life move in a worse direction? Almost always, the honest answer is no. Nothing catastrophic followed. Your belonging remained intact. When you consciously notice that, your brain begins to downgrade the threat level. The memory shifts from warning to experience, from danger to data. There is another powerful reframe here. Embarrassment usually means you participated. You spoke. You tried. You showed up instead of hiding. The only people who avoid embarrassment completely are the ones who avoid visibility. But avoiding visibility also avoids growth. So that awkward memory you replay may actually be evidence of courage. And once your brain sees that, the emotional charge softens. The memory may still exist, but it no longer controls your body when it appears. You are not broken for remembering it. You are patterned for protection, and patterns can be retrained. The moment passed, you remained, and your belonging was never as fragile as your brain once feared.